Starry night, a campfire light. The coyote call and the howling winds wail. So I'll ride out to the old sundown. Looking back, it seems so strange. Roll me over and turn me around. Let me keep spinning till I hit the ground. Roll me over and let me go. Right near the rodeo. I was took in Texas. I did not know her name. Lord, all these southern girls, they seem the same. Down below the border, in a town in Mexico, I got my job busting broncs for the rodeo. Roll me over and turn me around. Let me keep spinning till I hit the ground. Roll me over and let me go. Running free with the buffalo. Yeah, I go. And I'll turn around. And I'll move my fingers up and down, up and down. It's okay, amigo, just let me go. Riding near the rodeo.
was an old-time cowboy, don't you understand? His eyes were sharp as razor blades, his face was leather tan. His toes were pointed inward from a hanging on a horse. He was an old philosopher, of course. He was so thin I swear you could have used him for a whip. He had to drink a beer to keep his britches on his hips. I knew I had to ask him about the mysteries of life. He spit between his boots and he replied, it's faster horses, younger women, older whiskey, more money. He smiled and all his teeth were covered with tobacco stains. He said it don't do men no good to pray for peace and rain. Peace and rain is just a way to say prosperity, and buffalo chips is all it means to me. I told him I was a poet, I was looking for the truth. I do not care for horses, whiskey, women, or the loot. I said I was a writer, my soul was all on fire. He looked at me and he said, you are a liar. Son, it's faster horses, younger women, older whiskey, and more money. Well, I was disillusioned, if I say the least. I grabbed him by the collar and I jerked him to his feet. There was something cold and shiny laying by my head, so I started to believe the things he said. Well, my poet days are over and I'm back to being me, as I enjoy the peace and comfort of reality. If my boy ever asks me what it is that I have learned, I think that I will readily affirm, son, it's faster horses, younger women, older whiskey, more money, faster horses.
Turn it to ride early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, a simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. The days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done and the sunset low, pull out my fiddle and I rosin up the bow. Kids are asleep, so I keep it kind of low. And thank God I'm a country boy. I'd play Sally Gooden all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. So I fiddle when I can, work when I should. And thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I wouldn't trade my life for diamonds or jewels. I never was one of them money-hungry fools. Rather have my fiddle and my farming tools. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah, city folk driving in a black limousine. A lot of sad people thinking that's a mighty keen. Son, let me tell you now exactly what I mean. I thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah! Well, my fiddle was my daddy's till the day he died. And he took me by the hand, held me close to his side. Said to live a good life, play my fiddle and cry. And thank God you're a country boy. Well, my daddy taught me young how to hunt and how to whittle. Taught me how to work and play a tune on the fiddle. Taught me how to love and how to give just a little. And thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. When the sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Woo! Thank God I'm a country boy, yeah!
In sharp silhouette against the sun, the wagon masters saw them run their ponies from the shadowed dale to the high ground flank on the Oregon Trail. All those pretty horses. As the young lad's voice cut through the air, his father shouted, "Careful there! Son, get down to the wagon bed, and don't you dare to raise your head to look at all those pretty horses." The wagons made a circle round, and then they heard that fearful sound. Someone cried to the Brûlé Sioux, "They're circling round by the Little Blue on all those pretty horses." With lances high and carbines flashing, the Indians sent their ponies crashing against the guns of the wagon band, and the blood spilled over the prairie land and over all those pretty horses. The next day, as the sun climbed high, a buzzard soared in the blazing sky, and far below the boy did stare in silent horror. He did stare at all those pretty horses. When the soldiers came and found him there, his head still bowed in dark despair, his lips were cold, his face was gray, and in the silence they heard him say,
"I've been walking these streets so long, singing the same old song. I know every crack in these dirty sidewalks of Broadway, where hustle's the name of the game, and nice guys get washed away like the snow and the rain. There's been a load of compromising on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. Well, I really don't mind the rain, and the smile can hide all the pain, but you're down when you're riding the train that's taking the long way. And I dream of the things I'll do, with a subway token and a dollar tucked inside my shoe. There'll be a load of compromising on the road to my horizon, but I'm gonna be where the lights are shining on me, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone. Like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo, like a rhinestone cowboy.
I've a nice little cot in a small bit of land, in a place by the side of the sea, and I care about no one because I believe there's nobody cares about me. My peace is destroyed and I'm fairly annoyed by a lassie who works in the town. She sighs every day as she passes the way. Do you want your old lobby washed down? Do you want your old lobby washed down, Conshine? Do you want your old lobby washed down? She sighs every day as she passes the way. Do you want your old lobby washed down? The other day the old landlord came by for his rent. I told him no money I had. Besides, 'twas unfair for to ask me to pay. The times were so awfully bad. He felt discontent at not getting his rent, and he shook his big head with a frown. Says he, I'll take half, but says I with a laugh, do you want your old lobby washed down? Do you want your old lobby washed down, Conshine? Do you want your old lobby washed down? Says he, I'll take half, but says I with a laugh, do you want your old lobby washed down? The boys look so bashful when they go out courting. They seem to be so very shy. As to kiss a young maid, sure they seem half afraid, but they would if they could on the sly. But me, I do things in a different way. I don't give a nod or a frown. When I goes to court, I says, here goes for sport. Do you want your old lobby washed down? Do you want your old lobby washed down, Conshine? Do you want your old lobby washed down?
They'd rather give you a song than diamonds or gold.
Lone Star belt buckles and old faded Levi's, and each night begins a new day. If you don't understand him, and he don't die young, he'll probably just ride away.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars or drive them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. 'Cause they never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love.
Cowboys like smoky old pool rooms and clear mountain mornings,
Little warm puppies and children and girls of the night. Them that don't know him won't like him, and them that do sometimes won't know how to take it.
he ain't wrong, he's just different, but his pride won't let him do things to make you think he's right.
Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. 'Cause they never stay home and they're always alone, even with someone they love. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars.
pony get along. There. Fly your tail, swing your legs, run as if you're really going somewhere. Can't you see that sun going down? Still got 20 miles to town. And none of your foolishness, you're riding for the Pony Express.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Gotta get the mail through.
Gotta get the mail through.
Pony Express. Gotta get the mail through.
Gotta get the mail through.
No time for rest. Now listen what I tell you.
Gotta get the mail through.
Pony Express. I want to be proud of you.
Gotta get the mail through.
We're riding west. Come on, Buck. Move. Giddy up, Indians are hiding on the trail. Here. Rattlesnakes, gopher hoes, thunderstorm are coming and it sounds near. Better stop your jogging along. Make your hooves beat loud and strong. Nobody'd ever guess you're riding for the Pony Express.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Gotta get the mail through.
Gotta get the mail through.
Pony Express. Gotta get the mail through.
Gotta get the mail through.
No time for rest. Got a little gal there.
Got a little gal there.
Pony Express. Green eyes, red hair.
Ribbons in her red hair.
She loves me best. Giddy up,
giddy up, giddy up.
Pony Express. Gotta get the mail through.
Gotta get the mail through.
Pony Express. Got a little gal there.
Got a little gal there.
Pony Express. Green eyes, red hair.
Ribbons in her red hair.
She loves me best. Giddy up,
giddy up,
Pony Express. Gotta get the mail through.
Every morning at the mine you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip, and everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. Didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy, but if he spoke at all, he just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land. Big John, Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. Then came the day at the bottom of the mine when the timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast. Everybody thought that they'd breathed the last except John. Through the dust and the smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well. Grabbed a sagging timber, gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone with Big John. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. With all his strength, he gave a mighty shove. Then a miner yelled out, "There's a light up above!" And 20 men scrambled from a would-be grave. Now there's only one left down there to save Big John. With jacks and timbers, they started back down. Then came that rumble way down on the ground. And the smoke and gas belched out of that mine. Everybody knew it was the end of the line for Big John. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. Now they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble stand in front of it. These few words are written on that stand. At the bottom of this mine lies a big, big man. Big John. Big John, Big John, Big Bad.
He rode a blazing saddle, he wore a shining star. His job to offer battle to bad men near and far. He conquered fear and he conquered hate. He turned dark night into day. He made his blazing saddle a torch to light the way. When outlaws rule the West and fear filled the land, a cry went up for a man with guts to take the West in hand. They needed a man who was brave and true, with justice for all as his aim. Then out of the sun rode a man with a gun, and Bart was his name. Yes, Bart was his name. He rode a blazing saddle, he wore a shining star. His job to offer battle to bad men near and far. He conquered fear and he conquered hate. He turned dark night into day. He made his blazing saddle a torch to light the way.
Chased Lady Luck till we finally struck Bonanza. With a gun and a rope and a hat full of hope, we planted our family tree. We got a hold of a pot full of gold Bonanza. With a horse and a saddle and a ring full of cattle, how rich can a fella be? On this land we put our brand, our pride is the name. Fortune smiled the day we filed the Ponderosa claim. Here in the West we're living in the best Bonanza. If anyone fights any one of us, he's got to fight with me. And Joe and Adam know every rock and pine. No one works, fights, or eats like those boys of mine. Here we stand in the middle of a grand bonanza. With a gun and a rope and a hat full of hope, we planted our family tree. We got a hold of a pot full of gold Bonanza. With a house full of friends with a rainbow ends, how rich can a fella be? On this land we put our brand, our pride is the name. Fortune smiled the day we filed the Ponderosa claim. Here in the West we're living in the best Bonanza. The friendliest white and his loving his band that ever set foot in the promised land. And we're happier than them all. That's why we call it Bonanza. 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 Bonanza.
out one dark and windy day. Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged skies and up a cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-i-oh, Ghost riders in the sky. Their faces gaunt, their eyes are blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught 'em yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, all the horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear their cry. As the rider sloped on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways. They are with us, you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-i-oh, riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky. Ghost riders in the sky.
Blind tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise and the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. And I toasted you and said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I've got friends in low places. Well, I guess I was wrong, I just don't belong. But then I've been there before. Everything's alright I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door. Hey, I didn't mean to cause a big scene. Just give me an hour and then well, I'll be as high as that ivory tower that you're living on. 'Cause I got friends in old places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I've got a friend in low places. I've got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I've got friends in low places. I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay. I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the oasis. So I got friends in low places. I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away.
You train. Yeah, get along there. Liberty clapping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity, 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 clippity clapping along. There's a plug at the Chotabacky for a rancher in Corona. A guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona. A dress of calico for a pretty Navajo. Get along, you. Get along. Yeah! You train. Ha, ha, get along there. Clippity clopping through the wind and rain. Seems as how they'll never drop. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity, 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 clippity clopping along. There's some cotton thread and needles for the folks away out yonder. A shovel for a miner who left his home to wander. Some rheumatism pills for the settlers in the hills. Get along, you. Ha! Get along there. You train. Ha! Ha! Get along there. Clippity clopping along the mountain chain. Soon they're gonna reach the top. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity, 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 clippity clapping along. There's a letter full of sadness and it's black around the border. A pair of boots for someone who had them made to order. A Bible in the pack for the Reverend Mr. Black. Get along, you. Get along. Get along, you. Get along. Ha, ha, get along there. Ha. Get along there. Get along. Get along. Get along. Get along. Get along. Yeah, get along there. All right, guys, you ready? Come on.
of the river stood a running bear, young Indian brave. On the other side of the river stood his lovely Indian maid, a little white dove who was her name, such a lovely sight to see. But their tribes fought with each other, so their love could never be. Running bear, love a little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running bear, love a little white dove with a love that couldn't die. He couldn't swim the raging river, 'cause the river was too wide. He couldn't reach a little white dove waiting on the other side. In the moonlight he could see her throwing kisses across the way. Her little heart was beating faster, waiting for her Indian brave. Running bear, love a little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running bear, love a little white dove with a love that couldn't die. Running bear dove in the water, little white dove did the same, and they swam out to each other. Through the swirling stream they came, as their hands touched and their lips met, the raging river pulled them down. Now they'll always be together in their happy hunting ground. Running bear, love a little white dove with a love big as the sky. Running bear, love a little white dove with a love that couldn't die.
Champion the wonder horse, champion streak of lightning flash across the sky, like the swiftest arrow whizzing from a bow, like a mighty cannonball he seems to fly. You'll hear about him everywhere you go. The time will come when everyone will know the name of Champion, the Wonder Horse. Champion, the Wonder Horse. If you hear a clap of thunder, but there is no sign of rain, then you know it must be Champion galloping across the plain. If you feel the wind rising till it's like a hurricane, then you know it must be Champion galloping, galloping, galloping across the plain. Champion, the Wonder Horse. Champion, the Wonder Horse. Like a streak of lightning flashing across the sky, like the swiftest arrow whizzing from a bow, like a mighty cannonball he seems to fly. You'll hear about him everywhere you go. The time will come when everyone will know the name of...
Streams are swollen, keep them doggies rolling raw hard. Rain and wind and weather, hell bent for leather, wishing my gal was by my side. All the things I'm missing, good bills, love and kissing, are waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, move 'em on, hit 'em up, rawhide. Cut 'em out, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, cut 'em out, ride 'em in rawhide. Keep moving, 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 though just a proving, keep them doggies moving rawhide. Don't try to understand them, just rope, throw, and brand them. Soon we'll be living high and wide. My heart's calculating, my true love will be waiting at the end of my ride. Move 'em on, hit 'em up, hit 'em up, move 'em on, hit 'em up, rawhide, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, ride 'em in, cut 'em out, cut 'em out, ride 'em in, rawhide.
Everybody's gonna jump for joy. Come on without, come on within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Quinn. I like to go just like the rest. I like my sugar sweet, but jumping queues and making haste just ain't my cup of meat. Beneath the trees, feeding pigeons on a limb. But when Quinn the Eskimo gets here, all the pigeons gonna run to him. Come on without, come on within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Quinn. Come on without, come on within. You'll not see nothing like the mighty Quinn. Let me do what I wanna do. I can't decide them all. Just tell me where to put them, and I'll tell you who to call. Nobody can get no sleep with someone on everyone's toes. But when Quinn the Eskimo gets here, everybody's gonna wanna doze. Come on without.